Get ready for this natural hair tutorial. Roller set to achieve big, bouncy, heat-free curls using HydraTherma hair care products and thermal hair care hot head deep conditioner cap. Step 1 to my natural hair care regimen is the Pre-Poo. You can find the ingredients to this Pre-Poo down below in the description box. You want to first mix all the ingredients to make sure you have a nice thick consistency for application. Something like this will work just fine. Then I part my hair into 4 parts before I apply, just to make it easier for me to manage and to make the detangling process a lot simpler. You want to make sure you're gentle while parting. That's not to pull or to remove too much hair in the process. Once I've gotten my hair parted into 4 sections, I remove the clip from the front and I start to apply from the front to the back. I use my hands as detangling and for application of the Pre-Poo, as it just makes it easier and causes less breakage and shed hair. I don't really have any particular way I apply. I just make sure that I start from root to end and make sure that once I'm done applying that my ends are completely covered with the Pre-Poo. After I've completely applied the Pre-Poo to all 4 sections of my hair, I just run my fingers through, making sure that all parts of my hair are covered and saturated with the substance. I then pull my hair back into a bun or ponytail depending on my mood and throw on a shower cap. I usually leave this Pre-Poo on for about 20 to 30 minutes depending on what I'm doing for the day. But that's it, and that's step 1. Step 2 is cleansing. Today I'm going to be using HydraTherma Natural Scalp Soothing Shampoo with Tea Tree and Peppermint, as well as Tresemme's Naturals. I love this product. I'm not usually a big shampooer. I try to shampoo maybe 2 or 3 times a year. I'm more of a co-washer. I was interested in seeing how this product would work. This is my first time ever using an actual shampoo bar, as I usually use the liquid forms that come in random bottles. So, the directions on this box state, wet your hair first before actually rubbing the bar onto your scalp. So since my hair is already wet, I'm just going to start rubbing the bar onto my scalp to see the lather and see how much cleansing can occur just by a little bit of use. Okay, so I've rinsed out the shampoo. My hair feels just as clean as if I had co-washed, and I don't feel dry or stripped. So I guess the Pre-Poo really worked, and the shampoo is sulfate-free. Now it's time to condition with Tresemme Naturals. I'm going to use a dime size in the natural world, which really looks like this. Don't be fooled, I end up adding way more. Step 3, deep conditioning. I'll be using HydraTherma Naturals Amino Plus Protein Deep Conditioning Treatment as my base. I'll also be using some DIY other ingredients to add to give my deep conditioning extra boost. I'll be putting in 3 tablespoons of the HydraTherma Deep Conditioner. On top of that, I'll be adding 1 tablespoon of honey, 1 tablespoon of virgin coconut oil from Trader Joe's, 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil, 1 tablespoon of HydraTherma Naturals hair growth oil, and mixing it all up into one nice sweet smelling batch. Once I'm done mixing up my concoction, I part my hair into 4 sections just like when I was putting in the Pre-Poo. This time, instead of just randomly using my fingers to apply, I'm going to apply the deep conditioner and 2-strand twist my hair to make sure it gets better saturation and stays detangled after this conditioning process. Once I've made sure the deep conditioner is thoroughly saturated to my entire head and I've given it a bit of massage, I put on my shower cap and proceed to put on my thermal hair care deep conditioning cap. You want to make sure you heat this up for about 2 minutes, 1 minute on each side, and keep it on your head for about 30 to 45 minutes, depending on how long you have and how much time you're willing to spend deep conditioning. It is now time for styling. I'm going to be using HydraTherma Naturals Protein Leave-In Conditioner, just a little more than an actual Naturalista's dime size account. This product has very great slip, as you can see. It glides right onto my hair and it smells pretty great. Once I'm done with my leave-in, I'm going to put my hair into 4 sections as always. That should always be the starting base of any style, deep conditioning, or pre-poo that you do. I will be using Carma Care's Seal and Shine to seal the moisture into my hair and my ends specifically, and their Dream Curls as my set for my rollers. Once I've applied ample amount to each part of my hair and make sure that the ends are saturated, now it's time for the fun part, actually putting my hair into the magnetic rollers. Now it's time to show you exactly how I put my hair into the magnetic rollers. I'm going to split my hair into half from the back. Then I'm going to split that section into an even smaller section. I like to work with about 1 inch to 1/2 inch sections. It helps the curls be more defined when you remove the rollers. Once I've got the section of hair separated that I want to work with, I start by adding some products. I'm going to be using the Carma Care Dream Curls Gel as well as their Seal and Shine Oil to seal my ends. I noticed that I had a couple of straggly ends that weren't curling right, so you will be seeing me do a little bit of trimming as well as I add my rollers. You want to make sure your ends are in good shape when you're doing roller sets, or you'll see it when you take it out. I'm not doing too much of a chop here. It's only about maybe 1 centimeter or 2. It's not too much to hurt the length that I'm trying to retain. Once I've trimmed the ends, I'm going to smooth out my hair and make sure there are no tangles before I add the rollers. These rollers have teeth that help smooth it out. All the other magnetic rollers do not, so you can also use a fine-tooth comb or your fingers. I'm making sure that I hold my hair taut to make sure the roots are also straight as I roll towards the center of my head. If you don't, you're going to end up with a nice dent when you take down the magnetic rollers the next day. I'm going to repeat the process by splitting my hair into another 1/2 inch section. I'm going to make sure I hold the clip down to keep the hair from tangling together. I add my product, smooth it together, make sure it's saturated, and I always get those straggly ends that will mess up my roller set tomorrow morning during takedown. Having the hair roll smoothly on the roller is the key important factor into having a really great takedown tomorrow morning or the following time you're taking the rollers out. So sometimes my fingers just aren't enough. So I'm using this fine tooth comb very gently, not running through too quickly as to not damage your hair. Your hair is at the weakest and most vulnerable point when it's wet. So you want to take the time and care to make sure you're detangling safely. Once again, as you roll your magnetic roller tautly onto your hair, you want to make sure you're holding the hair evenly but not too tight to cause damage. Make sure that you are snapping the magnet in place so you don't get a nice big dent when you take down tomorrow. The final step to this roller set technique is your setting lotion, so to speak. I'm using HydraTherma's Follicle Mist as my leave-in final step. It promotes healthy growth and stops breakage. That's all. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe.